제124 만류TC 영원 응답의 하나님 나라의 망대 2026년 한
The
해가
partisan of
시작된
God's
가운데
kingdom for the fulfillment of the eternal answers of the first, second, third RUTC. The New Year's message took place on the 31st and 1st of January. We're going to give you announcements regarding the camp training that's upcoming, as well as the overseas conferences, the 2026 Top Remnant Kids Audition, and the Praise Competition for Top Remnants is coming up. The 2026 World College Retreat is going to take place for 2 nights and 3 days at the Top RITC. The 2026 New Year's prayer meeting was comprised of Lecture 1 and 2 at Emmanuel Church and Lecture 3 at Emmanuel Soul Church, holding to the theme of the partisan of God's kingdom, of the fulfillment of the eternal answers of the first, second, third RUTC. Reverend Yu gave the message entitled, The Best Time of Blessing, Raise the Absolute Partisan Every Morning. Life's greatest time of blessing, everyday, daytime meeting, absolute journey, and life's greatest final masterpiece, night. On this evening, Scout disciples throughout the nation and the world gathered together and watched the live stream on RUTC TV with Rutc, etc. To pray together as we prepare for the next year. You can find the messages on the above-mentioned websites. These are the announcements for the upcoming camp training. First is regarding the youth camp training. The first come first serve registration has finished. The second youth camp training is going to be open from the 9th to 12th of February, and registrations are open to the 6th. In the second half of the year, we are going to have another youth camp training from the 17th to 20th of August. It's going to be open from 7th grade to 12th grade, and first come first serve 130 participants, and on-site registration is not possible. The elementary English camp training is going to take place in January, and the infant prenatal parents camp training is also in January. The elementary camp training is also in January, and so there's going to be 2 elementary camp trainings on different dates, one in January, one in February. And for the overseas committed workers, there's going to be an English camp training from the 20th to 23rd of July. So if you are interested in further details, please check at weare.kr. These are the announcements for the overseas conferences. First is going to be the spring RU semester from 17th to 18th. In April, we have the Japan Remnant Conference, a Europe Evangelism Conference, and Hong Kong Asia Evangelism Conference. Thereafter, in June, there is going to be the U.S. College Evangelism Retreat in LA and the North America Business Persons Conference, as well as Oceania Remnant Conference and Japan Evangelism Conference in October, the Europe Evangelism Conference and Business People's Special Lecture, and in November, there is going to be the Asia Business Persons Conference and Remnant Conference of America. Then in December, we have the Southeast Asia Evangelism Conference. So please find more details regarding the overseas conferences available at weare.kr. And you can only listen to the messages when you participate on site. As we prepare for the 2026 where Remnants stand as absolute disciples, Remnants, we want to invite you to this place of answers. So those who are elementary school students, you can apply. You must prepare God's Remnant and then verse 1 of any song of choice, and you can sign up as a vocalist or for body worship. So for Remnants who are chosen, you must be able to participate in all the schedules, including worship and practice camp, and you must be able to participate in the recording camp training that's going to be for 4 nights and 5 days. So the circuit auditions are going to take place on the dates that you can see on the screen per region. So find your region that you live in and you can participate. So remnants from overseas and TCK remnants will actually get additional points. So that'll be rolling basis application online. All the registrations are going to close on the 24th, and any registrations thereafter will not be accepted, and on-site registrations are also impossible. So please please register in the given time. And you can find more details at weare.kr. So remnants, going beyond just preparing an album or having an experience, we want you to be the remnant culture summits to prepare 300%. So we'll see you at the audition sites. See you. Within the absolute journey towards 237 and 5,000 as we worship with committed workers throughout the nation and the world, we want to make the eternal challenge. So the 2026 Top Remnant Praise Competition has begun. So it's going to be open until March 8th, and it is open to anyone within this evangelism movement. So please send a recording and music sheet with your praise. And the songs are going to be compiled into the Remnant album, and the song itself will be registered under WEAR. Find more details at weare.kr. The 2026 Pastors and Pastors' Wives semester is taking place in January 7th to 8th. The theme is the time schedule to make the things that do not disappear. There will be a total of 6 lectures. And the lectures are going to take place on the times that you can see on the screen that are 10:30 a.m. and 12, and also 10:30 a.m. the next day. You can find more details at weare.kr. The 2026 World Teachers Retreat is going to take place from the 14th to 15th with the theme things that continue the things that Christ has given. So lecture 1 is at 7:30 on the 14th, and the lecture 2 is on the 15th at 10 a.m. And it is available. Registrations are open till the 10th. And the 2026 World Youth Retreat is going to take place with the theme Prepare for the Future. It's going to take place at Taopyeong RUTC. So applications are open until 6 p.m. The World Youth Retreat is taking place with the theme Prepare for the Future. It's divided into 2 rounds, so lecture 1 and sort of like retreat 1 and retreat 2 for the metropolitan area, and then the second for those in the provincial areas. So we are recruiting staff and general registrations for adults. You can apply for accommodation separately after the general registration. So you can find more details regarding this at weare.kr. Sorry, I think the subtitles are actually off, that it's confusing me, but the World College Retreat is upcoming, so find the details at weare.kr. And the World Children's Retreat is taking place at Taopyeong RUTC. So the early elementary is initially going to take place, and then the later elementary is going to take place thereafter. So dates will be postponed, and it will begin 9 a.m. It's going to be divided into first and second rounds and first come, first served basis. So please find further details at WEAR announcements. The January 237 Tuesday Disciples training is going to take place at Taopyeong RUTC on the 27th rather. Next week is going to be RTS Sunday, so please begin with prayer. We must pray first. Lord, allow the theological seminary students that going to move this age within prayer to come to RTS. Allow those who know only the gospel to come to RTS. That is our only way. Lord, send those who will do world evangelization to RTS. If you don't know this, then being a pastor has no meaning. Churches are closing and there's only an proliferation of pastors. This is a time where we need to make the resolution, Lord, send us the gifted and talented who will know only the gospel. The 2026 RTS enrollments have begun, open till the 19th. We're recruiting undergraduates, graduates, and overseas participants. So students who want to participate online, you must be a believer or a member of an overseas Tarapang church or multi-ethnic disciple living in Korea. So you can find those details at the RTS website. And holding to the partisan of God's kingdom for the eternal answers of the first, second, third RUTC, the district message outline has been published. So for the English versions, you can actually find them at weare.kr and then in English. And then in the resources slot, it is updated every Sunday morning in Korea time. This will be the material that prepares individuals to proclaim the gospel in the field. So if you are interested in the Korean version, those are available on site and also online. The very first core worship of the new year took place at the Ansan chapter last Sunday, and on this day, Reverend Yu gave the message entitled The Partisan of Church Officers and the Partisan of Remnants and 1,000 Partisans and 1,000 Disciples. And during the message for pastors, Reverend Yu relayed the realistic mission to save the field. These are special announcements for the offering. People around the nation and the world have placed their heartfelt offering for 237 and RUTC this week. And these are special announcements. The middle school and high school camp training is going to take place from the 5th to 8th this week at Top RUTC. And the New Year's General Assembly service is taking place at the True Love Church. And the 2026 Early Elementary and Infants Ministers training is upcoming. And the 10th core worship is going to take place at Emmanuel Church. These are weekly message titles. So raise the absolute partisan. We pray that you enjoy the life of the evangelist. That concludes the news. Thank you very much.